Welcome to Mindful Birth and Beyond, a space for mamas seeking mindfulness in their birth and motherhood journey. I'm your host, Brianna Donnelly, birth doula and mindfulness coach. Here you'll find real-time mindfulness practices to help you feel calm, confident, and deeply connected through birth and beyond. Whether you're dreaming of an unmedicated birth, navigating pregnancy anxiety, or simply craving space to slow down and connect with your baby, you're in the right place. There is so much noise during pregnancy and motherhood. Opinions, unsolicited advice, birth horror stories, and more. Today, we're talking about 4 ways you can protect your energy for birth prep and motherhood. I'll also be guiding you through a practice to cleanse your energy and place protection around yourself. If you're feeling overwhelmed by others' opinions, dealing with family or friends who don't support your choices, or if you're really feeling frightened by all the birth horror stories out there, this episode is for you. The energy you allow into your space will impact your pregnancy, your birth, and your overall motherhood. You have the right to set boundaries, limit negativity, and choose what supports your well-being. It is never too late to get intentional about your energy. Let's get into it. 4 ways you can protect your energy for birth prep and motherhood. Number 1, consume only positive birth and motherhood content. Social media is full of birth bias, traumatic birth stories, and information overload. Get crystal clear about what you want to see when you scroll, what kind of podcasts you're listening to, and whether or not you want others to share their birth stories with you. I would go as far to say get off of social media altogether, but I know that's just not practical. I myself have a hard time staying away, but I do not engage with any content that does not feel good or triggers comparison. If that comes up on my feed, I am immediately scrolling away, or I'm clicking the 3 little dots to then say not interested. Unfollow, block, whatever you need to do. If someone in real life is trying to share something you don't want to hear, you can politely say something like, "Thank you for sharing, but I'm not open to hearing anyone else's birth stories at this time." Number 2, don't share your birth or parenting plans with anyone who's not on the same page as you. Pregnancy isn't the time to convince your nosy neighbor that home birth is safe, or explain to your know-it-all mother-in-law why you don't want an epidural. Sharing your plans with the wrong people is not only exhausting, but it opens the door to negative energy, judgment, and self-doubt, all of which you don't need during this season of your life. Number 3, talk about your fears and struggles with people you trust. It is completely normal to have fears about giving birth and fears in motherhood. Fear is your brain's way of keeping you safe. Often what happens is we enter into a fear spiral. We have a fear, and then we look for a way to prove that that fear is true. That's where I want you to interrupt the spiral. When a fearful thought comes into your mind, instead of Googling or scrolling, I want you to seek out people you love and trust to talk it through. If your fear is birth related, that is what your birth team is for, to support you and provide guidance. A bonus add-on here in protecting your energy is to be really selective about your provider. At a bare minimum, you should feel safe and respected by your provider. Number 4, I'm sure you'll be shocked by this one. Practice mindfulness. This is a mindful birth and motherhood podcast after all. If you've been tuning in, you know that mindfulness is about being present, aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment, and it only takes a few mindful moments a day to impact your well-being, promote peace, and overall protect your energy during motherhood. Let's recap 4 ways to protect your energy for birth prep and motherhood. Consume only positive content. Don't share your birth or parenting plans. Talk about your fears and struggles with people you trust. And practice mindfulness. Let's dive into today's practice. This is a practice I have done for years, and I did it through both of my pregnancies, and I continue to do it as a mother. I even take the time to cleanse my children's energy and place protection around them. I first learned this through Kyle Gray and Gabby Bernstein. They are some of my favorite authors and light workers out in the world, so check them out when you have a chance. During this practice, I will guide you to give thanks to an entity of your choosing. This could be God, the universe. I say keepers of light, angels, and guides. That comes from Kyle Gray. You'll begin by finding a seated position, cross-legged on the ground or sitting in a chair with your feet firmly planted on the ground. Close your eyes and bring attention to your breath. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. Let any thoughts you have pass by. No need to stop them, just notice them as they come and go. I invite you to conduct a quick body scan from head to toe, noticing any sensations as they arise, softening any spaces where you feel tightness or tension. Bring your palms to touch at the center of your chest. Give thanks and acknowledgement to the entity of your choosing. Thank you, keepers of light, angels, and guides, for cleansing my energy and guiding me through this practice. Envision a light radiating from the center of your body, spreading outward. It reaches at least arm's length all around you. Maybe you notice a color or feeling associated with your light. And maybe you start to notice any clutter, anything sticky that you're maybe holding on to in your energetic field. With your palms still touching, reach your arms above your head. Fingers point toward the sky. Flip your hands so your palms are facing outward. Spread out your fingers. And then very slowly and intentionally, you're going to begin to comb through your energy field. And every portion that your fingers comb, leave behind a clear, clean, white light. Take all the time you need with this sweep, envisioning the shift in the color and feeling of your energy field. At the end of your first sweep, sit with it a moment. You're welcome to take 1 or 2 more sweeps if that feels necessary, if there's anything else sticky hanging out. And once you feel as though your field has been cleansed, bring your palms back to heart center. Thank you, keepers of light, angels, and guides, for placing your protection around me and my energy. Give thanks to your entity. Option to rub your palms together quickly, creating friction, creating energy between your hands. And then with palms to touch, again, send your fingers high to the sky, arms above your head. And then make a ball in between your hands. You're holding this sphere of energy. It is calm, it is safe, it is protective. Assign a color to it, maybe a deep blue or purple. Take a moment with this energy, feeling it between your hands. Maybe there's a sound to it, maybe a certain type of look. And when you have a clear image and feeling for this little energy bubble, you're going to encase yourself in it. Starting with palms facing each other, begin to sweep your arms all the way around, encasing yourself in this new protective bubble of energy. Hands meet back at heart center. Sit for a moment in this space, feeling the safety of your protective bubble. Maybe you envision yourself in this deep blue bubble, and then your white, clean light inside. Knowing that you can return to this place at any point in time. It's a practice that is always available to you no matter where you are. Close out your practice with a statement that only love may enter your protective bubble. Take all the time you need to come back to your physical space, wiggling fingers and toes, opening your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me on this practice. I hope that you find good use for it, that you take it with you throughout your journey, that you return to this episode anytime you need a moment of cleansing and protection. If you have any questions about this practice or the ways to protect your energy, send me a DM at Mindful Birth and Beyond on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Mindful Birth and Beyond. The mother in me honors and acknowledges the mother in you.